Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sandeep Kulshrest, Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management. The topic for the discussion today is perception. Generally, it happens when we try to find out why a person is behaving in a particular manner, then we realize behavior is only an outcome, whereas the background of the behavior or inside of the behavior, there are so many things. In the past, we have discussed other aspects like personality, attitude, beliefs, values, all are important. Dear friends, the base of the behavior is perception. So today we have the discussion themes. One is the meaning of the perception. What is the perception? We'll also discuss the factors or the elements of perception. Later on, we will discuss about the process of perception. We'll also discuss and try to understand that how perception affects an individual when we talk about the organizational behavior. Since we all are from the tourism fraternity, therefore, my most of the examples would be related with the travel and tourism. Dear friends, when we talk about the perception, perception is basically an intellectual process. Perception can be considered as the psychological process. And the moment we talk about the process is that it has so many stages or steps. And you know about the intellectual and psychological, something which is concerned with the mindset of the person. So when we talk about perception, it is a process of transforming the information in a meaningful manner. When we talk about information or the stimuli which we are perceiving from the environment, then obviously a question comes into the mind. How a person behave, why a person behave. And here the perception play a important role. It's a process by which people select, they organize, they interpret and respond to the information from the world around them. So when we talk about the perception is something which provide the meaning to the sensation. Now obviously a question may come into your mind. Now there are two terms. One is called sensation and second one is the perception. Dear friends, sensation is something which we get from the different sensories. So when we talk about the sensation, sense, the moment people sense through their organs, it is called the sensation. Oh, it's a voice. Someone is crying. This is a sensation. Wow, wonderful smell or wonderful perfume or fragrance which is coming out. Something unique. So this is your organ and you are getting some sensation. You're not sure what is it. Oh, it's edible. Then it becomes perception. So when we talk about the sensation, as such, this is the first stage of the perception, and second is the perception. When we talk about the first stage of perception, that is called sensation, and it comes through five sensors. You know, these sensors are ear. We are hearing something, the voice. Sometimes it is the sound which play an important role. It is the speed of the sound which may play an important role. Nose, that is a fragrance of or smell. Mouth for taste. Wow, what a wonderful ice cream this. What a wonderful chow mein is it. Wow, what a wonderful edible is it. So it's sometimes because of the mouth, because of the taste you get it. Sometimes we touch a part of the body, a part of an organ that touch to our body. Oh, it's steel. Oh, it is something which is very hot. Oh, it's candle. So candle, oh, its candle is the perception, whereas it's very hot. Very hot, something has been touched to your body, that is organ. So this touch can be through body. Similarly, as a tourist while you're visiting Taj Mahal, Agra, wow, what a beautiful symbol of love. So it is through eyes. Or sometime what happened? You are going to the Valley of Flower. Oh, incredible. It's amazing. So dear friends, we reached to a consensus that there are 5 sensors, and all these 5 sensors include ear, includes nose, this is the second, eyes is the third, fourth one is the taste, and fifth one is the body, which gives the touch. So through these sensors we get something, and here there is a term called stimuli. So when we talk about the factors or the elements or the determinants of perception, these are 3 important one. One is called the stimuli. Whatever is there which is affecting your behavior, which is the cause of your behavior, is called the stimuli. The stimuli can be man-made, stimuli can be natural also. When we talk about the stimuli can be external also, it can be internal also. Sometime what happened, stimuli can be anything rather. Even a person can also be stimuli. I'm meeting with my girlfriend or with my boyfriend after a long period. Wow. So an individual like my father, like my mother, like my sister. So an individual can also be a stimuli. Someone is crying, the voice is coming, that can also be stimuli. In tourism trade, sometimes the services, those are intangible, these can also be the stimuli. So stimuli can be anything. Broadly we can divide into two parts. When we talk about stimuli, novelty. Sometimes what happens, something is new, we wishes to see that particular thing. I never seen this. So sometime because of novelty, or sometime everything is static and something is moving, something is in motion, so which may draw your attention. So sound, size, background, sometime because of the unique background also, it may affect your your attention. Then similarity, oh, this is a voice of my younger brother. So the proximity, sometime what happened, they are very close and we just wishes to see who is the next person sitting to my mother, who is the next person who is sitting to my brother. Dear friends, the second one is the perceiver. First one is the stimuli, second one is the perceiver. And perceiver is the individual who is perceiving all these things, who is sensing all these things through the stimuli. So when we talk about the perceiver, there are so many aspects those affect the perception of a person, that is called the perceiver. His own attitude, his motives, his interest, experience. Sometime I am a teacher, oh, someone is coming into the class, oh, definitely he must be a student only. Expectation, so I am delivering a talk, I have an expectation, oh, a person is keeping mum, it means he is listening. So sometime I am perceiving the things because I am from teaching profession, I have expectation that the students are listening me. So first one is the stimuli, second one is the perceiver, and third important aspect is the situation. Situation, when we talk about the situation or the location, the time is very important. It's evening time, a lot of crowd. Oh, it must be the tourist. So sometime because of the timing also, people are gathering to a place. Oh, this is the temple prayer time. So definitely they are going to the church or temple or mosque. Sometime work setting, sometimes social setting. Oh, today, we have heard about the COVID 19, the problem, epidemic, and someone is announcing on speaker. That must be the police. They are passing the instructions not to move out. So, this is what I have the expectation for the situation. So, dear friends, in nutshell manner, we can say there are three important aspects when we talk about the elements of perception. The very first one is the stimuli which stimulate the person. Second one is the perceiver who perceive the things, and third one is the situation. Now obviously a question may come into your mind: what is the process of perception? So it's very simple. The very first stage in perception is, which is considered as the initial stage. The first stage is considered as the receiving. As the term sound, receiving, at this particular stage, we just sense something. It may come through organs. As we have discussed, there are 5 organs which include tongue, mouth, ear, nose, eyes, or body. So the moment we encounter with something, that is the very first thing called receiving. When we talk about the receiving, it is considered at the very first stage or the initial stage. The moment, in every day, at this particular moment also, you are coming in to the touch or you are seeing so many things. But what happened? Like the moment you are reading the newspaper, you are not reading all the things. Rather, since you are a cricket personality, you are playing cricket, you are a player, so you are concentrating only the news those are connected with your game or the sports. I am a businessman, so I am just selecting those news those are related with my interest. So second important aspect is the selecting. That when we talk about the selection part, there are so many things. One is called external and another one is the internal. So external aspects may also affect my selection. Someone is crying like anything, so obviously it may draw my attention. There is a voice from the birds, there is a voice from the fan, but I'm not listening them. I'm particularly selective because it's a cry. My wife is shouting, my daughter is crying, my son is shouting. So because these are the familiar things, and these are called the external. So as we discussed, when we talk about the external things like novelty, motions, sound, sometimes a very big size, sometimes the background also play an important role. So the second one is the selection. First one is receiving, second one is the selecting. Selecting may be affected because of the external part as well as the internal. Internal, I have already discussed about my own background, my experience, my interest. All these are sometime because I learned certain things in the classes or in my job. Therefore, I am selecting the things in a particular manner. Third stage is organizing. Once we get certain things, and that will take organizing, means in order to make the sense, that is the organizing process. Sometimes it take a part of the second, and sometimes it take 1 hour, it may take 1 day, it may take months to gather to understand, to sense. So when we talk about the behavior, the third important aspect in the perception process is organizing. It's depend upon the person to person, it's depend upon the situation to situation, even sometimes it's depend upon the stimuli also. Organization. So to get the meaning, to get the sense, to make the sense, management has announced something, government has announced the something. Take the example, very interesting example. So what happened? We started receiving information about the COVID-19 in the month of March. We have witnessed number of WhatsApp messages, those were coming from China, Wuhan, where they were discussing about that social distancing. For us, that was a joke. But what happened? We have not taken it properly. We have received, we have selected because that was something unique. But what happened when it came to our place? When lockdown was announced, when the second part of the lockdown has been extended, then only we realize, oh, it's really troublesome for us. So we got the sense after 2 months. So it's all depend. And finally, there is another stage called interpretation, which says the meaning or the conclusion. So there are four important stages. One is the receiving, the second one is the selecting, third one is the organizing. It takes time to reach to a consensus. And when we talk about the interpretation, interpretation is the end result of the information which we have received, which we have selected, which we are organizing in the mindset. Dear friends, there is another concept called perceptual error. What happened? Sometimes we commit mistakes, or the individual commit mistakes in the organization. When you are working in the travel agency, you are working in the tour operation unit, when you are working in the event management company or any other business, maybe the logistic or other. In such business, you would find that people sometimes commit mistake. As a manager, you have a different intention. You have announced the bonus. You have announced the extra working hours. You have asked the people use sanitization, or you have given a bottle of of spray to sanitize the things, even to hands, to tables and all that. You had a different intention, but the person is taking in a different manner. So what happened? The people commit mistake. They commit error. They are called perceptual errors. So when we talk about the perceptual error, the first important aspect is the selective perception. The person, because of his internal attitude, value system, belief, as an individual, if I am a subordinate staff, I will perceive the things in my own manner, my own interest, my own background, my own attitude. If I am from the opposition party, if ruling party is announced, so I will take it always negatively, because my background is the opposition, so I will always oppose. So my perception, people says, no, don't do this thing. Or like as a subordinate staff, because I am in the trade union also. So what happened? Management has announced bonus. As a union leader, I realize and I convey to everyone, arey yaar, the people have the management has announced this bonus. Now they will get the extra work done from us. They will exploit us. This is how they are just trying to catch hold of us. So this is what we have, the wrong perception or perceptual error. Why it is so? Because I am from the trade union, because I am a trade union leader, I am thinking like this. So it is a selective perception. Likewise, very interesting. Till yesterday, I used to take the classes on the Zoom. But then some of the students, they have called, sir, we have seen in the news or some WhatsApp message where Zoom is not foolproof for conferencing, for meetings. I try to convince them that it's the academic matter which we will be discussing. It's not a very confidential or highly, secret. But since, no, sir, you try to understand. Because as a student, you have so many secrecy and you don't want to disclose it to anyone else. Even to your parents, even to your teachers and so on. So when we talk about the perceptual error, it becomes important because of the important element called selective perception. The subordinate has certain interest, background, and because of the attitude. Another important aspect, which is we call the halo effect. Halo effect. Sometime because of the halo effect, like I just wish to tell you what happened nowadays. We are enjoying an episode on TV called Ramayana. The moment Lord Ram says something, a dialogue is coming from Rama, it gives more attention to us. We select it more because we are concerned, oh, Rama is the Lord, whatever he is saying, it must be the factual truth, it may be a guiding principle. So this is called the halo effect. So halo effect means concentration on single feature, we consider it as Rama. So what happened when you are in a travel agency? The moment a customer is coming, you always consider, because he is wearing goggle, he is wearing t-shirt, a bag and a camera. So then you feel, oh, he must be the tourist, and accordingly you start handling them. Then third one is the contrast effect. Contrast effect, as the term sound, when we talk about the comparison with other. One contrast means, like, it's very simple: white shirt, blue jacket, red color and blue color. This is the contrast. Similarly, when we talk about the individual during the business organization working, or if you feel something which is something different comparison, oh, how I got less salary, whereas the another person get more salary or more incentives. So your perceptual error may affect because of the contrast also. And fourth important aspect is the projection. What happens sometime, because I am a student, so as a student, my perception for others would be as a student only, because I just always try to match my characteristics with others. If I am not happy, I feel that person should also not feel happy, if such situation is there. So dear friends, it's something like mirror. We see others as us only. So that is projection. If I have a particular hairstyle, and if someone is there, and if he has the same hairstyle like mine, or same fish cut like mine, so what happened? You immediately recognize a girl who look like your sister, or you are from a particular caste, or you are from a particular religion. The moment other person is there from the same religion, you would be more attracted towards that person. It's very simple to understand from this very point. So this is called projection. Dear friend, another important aspect, the term is called stereotyping. What happened? We consider the people sometime, we perceive the people on the basis because that person belong to a particular class, a particular group. It means, for example, a very interesting thing. In tourism, immigration officers, the moment a person is coming from US or UK, they give more privileges to this person with a mindset, oh, he must be a good person because he is coming from US or UK. Whereas if a person is coming from South Africa or brown skin people, in Hong Kong you will find these immigration officer may not give the proper attention to them because they have a different perception about the African and Asians. Dear students, the moment in tourism, as a tourist guide, I am very sure when I am addressing all the tourist dear friends, you come to the hotel lobby at 5 a.m. sharp. I know based upon this that these are the Japanese. Japanese are very particular about time. If I have given 6 a.m., then definitely they will be in the lobby by 5:45 a.m. Whereas the Indians, always, if 6 a.m., yes, I am coming. Or most of the Asian countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, all these have the same phenomena, including Nepal also, the SAARC nations. Whereas when we talk about the Europe, Italy, France, they have a different culture. Whereas when we talk about the Greek, or when we talk about the Netherlands, they are more human. So rather they are not very punctual as the Italians are when we talk about the people from Greece or the tourists from Greece. And second, another important aspect is the expectation theory. So whatever, as a person I have a prior expectation, I would perceive the things in the similar manner. I may be wrong also. So in a nutshell manner, when we talk about the perceptual errors, what are the errors? Those may be related with the perceiver. So we have enlisted, one is the selective perception, second one is the halo effect, third one is the contrast effect, another fourth one is the projection, fifth one is the stereotyping, sixth one is the expectancy theory. So dear students, now obviously you may like to know, sir, how this perception can be applicable to the organization behavior. Dear friends, as a manager, while you are announcing something, you should keep into the mind that who are your subordinate, what are their expectations, what is their background. Otherwise you have to convince them in a proper manner. If you have, or you have to address them in a proper manner, in the sense keeping in mind their history, past, the group which they belong, timing of your announcement. All these things are very important, because as a manager, your interest is to get the result work done from the employees. So second important thing, the people, their perception towards the job. So this is also very important. Try to mold their mindset in a positive manner so that they may work seriously. At the same time, they should get the job satisfaction also. So as a manager, you have to keep all these things in mind. Dear friends, the expectation from co-workers, this is also important, and here the perception play an important role. When we talk about the tourism and perception, there are different aspects like how the tourists are behaving. You have to understand how you can mold their behavior in the desired manner. Then you have to understand the perception, why the tourists are perceiving in a particular manner. Once you are aware about their perception process, accordingly you will provide the stimuli to them. You will create the stimuli to them. So for example, you know that people perceive novelties. So as a destination manager, as a part from the Ministry of Tourism or State Tourism, you are developing a new tourist attraction because people like to enjoy that. You have seen that the people like contrast or sizes matters. So what happened? You have made a largest statue of the world or the country, or the largest, tallest flag you have installed in your garden or in your institution or in your city to attract the people. So you have to be careful when we are handling the tourist. Second one is the suppliers, the transporters, that include the drivers, the guides. It's a vice versa. Guide also should understand the mindset of the tourist or the consumers. What do they want? They want to have the English language, or they wish to. So recently I come across with a tourist guide. He said, Sandeep sir, now we are very comfortable, and he said that